GamingBolt presents 15 games that hand out severe punishments if you dare to rage quit. Multiplayer games are a dime a dozen these days, and rage quitting is rampant in these titles. Thankfully, some developers have taken measures against these tactics, implementing punishments for players who get a bit too salty. Here are 15 games that'll insult you if you ever rage quit. Overwatch. Overwatch has quickly become one of the hottest games in the world. Loot boxes are earned through leveling up, and are the main reason to continue to progress the game. But quit enough and you'll earn a 75% experience penalty, making it much harder to level up and claim those shiny new rewards. You want that flashy new skin? You should just play fair and cooperate with your team to win the match. For Honor. For Honor makes you responsible for your entire team. Quit and you'll be reprimanded for 10 minutes, but if you're leading a squad, your entire team will suffer. It keeps players honest because they don't want to be the reason their entire team can't jump back into matchmaking for a while. Splatoon 2. Quit once in Splatoon, and you'll get a warning. Quit again though, and you'll be banned from play indefinitely. We still don't know how long this ban lasts, and Nintendo hasn't been specific either. You'll just have to sit back and wait for the big end to forgive your crimes. It's very much a Nintendo thing to do, implementing this kind of strategy and letting players just sit and sweat about their rage-quitting ways. Tekken 7. Tekken 7 has a much more subtle way of dealing with rage quitters. You won't lose points or be banned from playing, but you will be hated by the entire community by wearing your attitude on your sleeve. Quit a lot and your player name will go from white to yellow to red. Everyone will know what you've been up to, and they'll be incredibly wary about competing against you. Rocket League. Rocket League is all competitive play all the time, and as a result, there are some players who are simply outclassed and just can't take it. But if you try to avoid these skilled players by leaving a game, you'll be unable to play at all for the next 15 minutes, and single player simply isn't as fun. So you want to be on your best behavior here. Super Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS has a very active online scene, and with so much on the line, players will quit just to preserve their records. The penalty for quitting is only a 10-minute ban, but it's still enough to deter angry players from randomly leaving a lobby. Street Fighter V. Rage quit 3 times within 2 hours in Street Fighter V and you'll receive a 24-hour ban, keeping you from challenging other players at all. If you want to continue playing the game, you need to respect your fellow players and see a fight through to its inevitable conclusion. Not everyone is the next EVO champion, so losses are expected in such a competitive game. Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 introduced the series' multiplayer mode, and of course, Naughty Dog thought of its own way to deter rage quitters. You'll simply lose a lot of the in-game currency, making it much harder to earn cool emotes and characters. It's not the heaviest punishment, but it is still a loss. Team Fortress 2. If you repeatedly leave games of Man vs. Machine and Team Fortress 2, you'll start to experience much longer matchmaking times, making it a lot harder to actually find a match to quit. If you want to actually experience the game and engage in the fun-filled combat, then you should just take the L every so often. Pokken Tournament. The currency in Pokken Tournament is everything. It allows you to purchase new outfits and support characters. You want to earn as much as you possibly can. If you rage quit, the game will take a hefty sum from you, making all the hard work you put into winning countless matches mean nothing. If you want to get the coolest looking character, you need to push through even the toughest of opponents. Gears of War 4. Most players rage quit to avoid serious losses in multiplayer, but what if you can't play anymore as a result? Gears of War 4 simply bans players straight out for an unspecified window of time. However, you can rejoin a match if it's still in progress and avoid the penalty. It's both harsh and fair, so there's no complaining. Drive Club. Drive Club doesn't just punish players for rage quitting, it gives them a good reason not to. During a race, whether or not you take the gold, you can compete in many challenges that'll reward you in a myriad of ways. If you do decide to rage quit, you'll be reprimanded with a loss of points, and you won't be able to contribute to your club anymore. If you really want to be recognized as the best driver around, just finish your races. Mortal Kombat X. Mortal Kombat has always had a unique sense of style, but Mortal Kombat X took this to a new level. As the online competitive scene grew, a punishment for rage quitters was needed. Not only will the match count as a loss if you randomly disconnect, but your character's head will explode into a million pieces, resulting in an impromptu celebration from your competition. It may not be as severe as other games, but it sure is memorable. Dead by Daylight. A match of Dead by Daylight not going your way? Well, you can rage quit to get out of it quickly, but you only raise the chances that you'll be banned and lose points. Even if you're not doing as well as you'd want to, it's not worth it to just quit the game, because the consequences could hamper your ability to play the game entirely. ARMS. ARMS has garnered a competitive following, but if players are getting a bit too salty as they extend and twist their arms trying to defeat their opponent, Nintendo built in a few failsafes. Not only will players lose points that count toward their ranking on the leaderboards, but the match will also count as a loss, further marring their own record.
And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at GamingBolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.